Hello everybody, I hope you're well and had a good weekend. Last week we concluded some of the exercises on the mind related work, and particularly focused on the inner game of golf by Tim Galway. A great series of exercises that you could take to the golf course, and I'm sure they would improve your golf performance. I did say that I was going to start looking at power generation and how you could increase the power that you take to the golf course. Right back at the start, I introduced you to the sort of principle that the body is the key driver in the golf swing. So how the body moves, it then supports and drives the shoulders, which support and drive the arms, the hands, and ultimately the golf club. So by moving the body and the arms react to that, that's how normally you would expect to see the sequence in a good golf swing. We also talked about how good golf swings use the ground. And you may remember that I was sitting on a chair trying to get it to spin without having my feet on the ground, and that was really difficult. As soon as I put my feet on the ground, I was able to turn the chair very easily. And that's the same principle in the golf swing. So we use the ground, we put pressure on the ground to move our body, which in turn moves our shoulders, arms, hands, and the club. We also had 2 or 3 drills which would help you get the feelings on how you would move. We talked about throwing the ball into the ground to get you in an impact position. We talked about spearing fish, which would get you into a really good impact position. Okay, and these are all exercises to just heighten your awareness and increase the feelings that a good swing has, and hopefully you've been able to explore some of those. So yes, we need to use the ground effectively to generate power, but ultimately it's about delivering the club to the back of the ball efficiently, and there is 4 ways that we can actually accumulate and deliver the golf club to the ball in a more powerful way. Okay, so the 4 power accumulators, and they are really how we create, store, and then deliver the power. Okay, I always talk as for a right-handed golfer. Right-handed golfer, the right arm would be the trail side, the left arm would be the lead side, because that's going towards the target. So for a right-handed golfer, the main power source is, or one of the main power sources is the right arm. Okay, and that is the bending and straightening of the right arm through the golf swing. So yep, the right arm reacts, and then through the swing it's storing the power that it's created here, storing it, and then releasing it through impact. So in the golf swing, right arms bending. Can't get the left hand up there, so yeah, the right arm has to bend. Okay, so that is a power source. Whether that's delivered consciously or unconsciously, that is a power source. So that's number 1. The second one is the cocking and uncocking of the lead wrist, so the left wrist for the right-handed golfer. Okay, so in the golf swing, we cock the wrist, store that power that has delivered, and then release it back into the ball. So cocking and uncocking of the wrist. So cocking and uncocking. That's a power source. See how far the club head is moving just in that exercise. Okay, so that's cocking and uncocking and bending, storing, delivering. Okay, so these are probably the more obvious ones that you are aware of. Another source is the rotation of the lead arm. Okay, so purely turning, that's, you see the clubbing is moving, and that would certainly move the golf ball. Probably not very powerfully, but when you add it with some movement of the body, then that would certainly be a contributing factor. However, if we were to set the wrist with a bit more of an angle, so that would be in the address position. Okay, this angle here means that the same movement of the forearm, club's moving a lot further with that same movement, so that is clearly they're going to deliver more power when there's a bit of an angle in here. Okay, that is different to cocking and uncocking. That's just set. So there's no change in the angle, so the rotation of the lead arm is a potential power source. And the fourth one is here, the lead arm, and how it fires off the chest. So it's fired off the chest as the body's turning in through impact, the arm gets fired off the chest. So in the backswing, this angle here, less than 90 degrees, reduces, then it's retained and then fired. Okay, so that's the four. Trail arm, bending and straightening, cocking and uncocking of the lead wrist, lead arm rotation, and lead arm firing off the chest. So they're the four power accumulators. Which ones do you use? So what I would do is I would do a little bit of exploration, isolate each one, so do each one at a time, see what you notice, see what you become aware of, and see if you can identify which ones you use and what you could do to actually enhance them. Could you then put 2, 3 together? Probably difficult to get all 4 together, but you could get 3 of them together. Just as a little bit of information, McElroy uses 4 arm rotation. So lead arm rotation is one of the sources of power that Rory uses. Brooks Koepka is different. He doesn't really use that one, and he fires this arm off his chest. He certainly uses the other 2, but this the lead arm getting fired off the chest is obvious in Koepka's swing. But McElroy, it's much more of a rotation. There's probably a little bit of firing there as well. Interestingly, McElroy's shot tends to be more of a draw, whereas Koepka's a fade. So that might give you a clue as to which ones you might want to blend together. Go and do a little bit of exploration, see what you become aware of, see if you can identify areas where you could add a little bit of power, and how you may sequence how they are released. Okay, maybe give you a little bit more information on that on Wednesday, and explore a little bit further on how you're going to deliver this power. Okay, have some fun with it, do a little bit of exploration and see what you notice. Take care, and I'll see you later on in the week.